This video is for Big English 4. Let's see what we did this week. So we started with a reading about dragons. So dragons are mythical creatures. That means they are not real. They are important mythical animals in many cultures around the world. People from North America, South America, Europe, Africa, Oceania and Asia have all got stories about dragons. Antarctica is the only continent in the world with no connection to dragons. But different cultures see dragons differently. In Asia, in Japan, China and Korea, dragons are beautiful and magical creatures. Some stories about them are more than 4,000 years old. Asian dragons haven't got wings. They look like giant lizards. In Asia, dragons are not scary. They are good. They help people. In the West, in Europe, North America and South America, stories about dragons usually show them as evil. Western dragons have got giant wings and they breathe fire. Western dragons are usually scary. However, there are some stories of good dragons in Western culture. In Australia and Oceania, dragons have got a very long history in Australia and Oceania too. Some stories of dragons in Oceania are more than 50,000 years old. These dragons are called bunyip. The bunyip is a scary monster made of different parts of many animals. The only real dragon alive today is the Komodo dragon, a very large lizard that lives on a small island in Indonesia. The Komodo dragon is now an endangered species. Many people are trying to help save the world's only living dragon from extinction. So, dragons here haven't got wings and look like lizards. Which country was that? Dragons here have got big wings and breathe fire. Was that in Asia, the West, or Australia and Oceania? Dragons from this continent help people. Can you remember which continent this is true for? And some dragons here are called bunyip. Where was that? Asia, the West, or Australia and Oceania? And what stories do you know about dragons? What other mythical creatures do you know? Well, you all wrote some fantastic stories, so I would read those again. They were very good. Then we looked at using full stops, question marks, or exclamation marks as the ending or the end mark for a sentence. So, we use a full stop at the end of a sentence that makes a statement. For example, I like stories about dragons. We use a question mark at the end of a question. For example, why are tigers endangered? And we use an exclamation mark at the end of a statement which shows a strong feeling. The Komodo dragon is very scary. So here, the answers. How many Tasmanian devils were there in 1922? So how many? It's a question, so we need a question mark. People are moving into the forest. Full stop. This is a statement. Anglerfish are very strange. This is a statement showing a strong feeling. Very strange is a strong feeling. So we need an exclamation mark. Do you like elephants? Because it starts with do. We need a question mark because this is a question. A Mexican walking fish lived in ponds. This is a statement. It's a fact. Mexican walking fish lived in ponds. Full stop. And here, we need these to have a full stop, question mark, or an exclamation mark. So, there are many people that help endangered animals. Full stop. Look at those fantastic dragons! Exclamation mark. Can frogs swim? Question mark. Where do Komodo dragons live? Question mark. Tarsiers are so cute! Exclamation mark. There were more than 100,000 tigers in the 1900s. Full stop. What colour are Andean condors? Exclamation mark. And we can do a lot to help endangered animals. Full stop. So here are the answers. So full stop, exclamation mark, question mark, exclamation mark, full stop, question mark, full stop. And using there are or there were. So yesterday, there were 3 people at the endangered animal meeting. Today, there are 8 people at the meeting. There were 1,000,000 chimpanzees 100 years ago. Now there are 20,000. There were 12 volcano rabbits on the mountains last week, but there are only 10 this week. And there were a few coconut crabs here last night. Now there are none left. Here are the answers. So there were, and now there are. There were, now there are. There were 12 volcano rabbits, but now there are only 10. There were a few coconut crabs, now there are none. So, and some new vocabulary. So, now, the things we do now, so the present. Now we travel by car. We wash clothes in a washing machine. We have a mobile phone. We have electric lights. We cook in a microwave. And we listen to an MP3 player sometimes when we want to listen to music. But long ago, in the past, we cooked on a coal stove. We had a phone with an operator. We travelled by horse and carriage. We washed clothes by hand. And we had oil lamps. We also listened to music, or we listened to the radio. Okay, have a good Easter, everyone. Try to learn the new vocabulary, and I will see you next week.